Hey there, let's talk about something really important for any business owner. How do you make sure all your valuable financial data doesn't just vanish overnight? Today, we're going to look at a huge risk that you might not even be thinking about, and more importantly, the super simple way to fix it.
So let me ask you something straight up. Think about your whole business, your people, your products, your office. What's the one thing, the most fragile part, that could just break and stop everything in its tracks?
You know, for a surprising number of businesses, the answer is that one computer, the one that has all your tally data on it. That's it. It's a massive single point of failure, just one machine holding literally everything about your finances. And that, right there, is a gigantic risk that most people just don't see. And let's be really clear here. We're not just talking about a couple of spreadsheets. This is the whole story of your business. Every single account, all your GST data, every invoice you've ever sent, it's years and years of your hard work, all sitting right there in Tally. It's one of your most valuable assets, period. So what happens when that one point of failure, well, fails? Let's walk through the absolute nightmare scenario that, trust me, way too many business owners have had to live through.
And look, this isn't some kind of crazy, rare thing that only happens to other people. Data disasters are, unfortunately, a very common part of doing business these days. It's really not a question of if it'll happen, but when.
I mean, the threats can come from literally anywhere. Your hard disk just gives up one day. Boom. A ransomware attack holds your data hostage. A system crash, a corrupted file, heck, even just someone accidentally deleting the wrong folder. And that's not even mentioning if the computer itself gets stolen or damaged. It's a lot.
Just think about that for a second. It doesn't take days for this to happen. It takes one moment, one crash, one bad click, and just like that, poof. Years of your work can be completely gone. The fallout from that, absolutely catastrophic. All right, enough with the scary stuff. Because the good news is, there's a really simple, really smart solution for this huge problem. Let's talk about the TallyDrive Safety Locker.
So what is it exactly? Well, to put it simply, TallyDrive is Tally's built-in online storage. It's made to do one thing perfectly. Take your company data off that single, vulnerable computer and keep it safe and sound up in the cloud.
Yeah, the best way to picture it is exactly like a digital safety locker. You take your most precious business asset, your data, and you lock it away safely. It doesn't matter what happens to your physical computer. If it gets lost, stolen, or breaks down, your data is totally fine, safe in its locker.
And getting this safety net in place, it's ridiculously easy. It's basically 3 steps. 1, you back up your data in Tally Prime, just like you might already do. 2, you store that backup on TallyDrive. And 3, you can then restore that data to any computer you want whenever you want. Seriously, that's it.
But here's the thing. It's about way more than just having a backup for disasters. TallyDrive really changes the game when it comes to controlling your own business data. It gives you this whole new level of freedom.
Suddenly, you're not tied to one machine anymore. Your data isn't trapped on one person's laptop. You know that situation where your accountant is on vacation and the only updated file is on their computer? Or you're out of the office and you desperately need a report that's back on your desktop. Yeah, TallyDrive fixes exactly that. So you're going from this really fragile, risky setup that's stuck to one computer to a system that's safe, you're in control, and it doesn't matter what machine you're on. Being able to get your data from anywhere, that's not just a nice little feature. That's a real strategic advantage for your business. This means you can finally, stop relying on all those old, clunky methods. You can say goodbye to worrying about pen drives or if your external hard disk is going to die. No more sending backups over WhatsApp, which is not secure, by the way, or trying to find that one file you emailed yourself months ago. Everything is just clean, secure, and there when you need it.
So when it all comes down to it, this is about one simple thing: your business's ability to survive. This isn't some techie decision. This is a core business decision.
What you're really doing here is making a choice. You're taking your data from being risky and fragile and putting it where it belongs, in the safe and controlled category. That's you, actively protecting the future of your business.
And please, don't think this is some big corporate tool. If your business has been running for any amount of time, you have data you just can't afford to lose. So for any serious business, big or small, this isn't a nice to have. It's an absolute must-have.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last question. It's really the only one that matters. If you showed up tomorrow and that one computer with all your tally data was just gone, fried, stolen, whatever, could your business still run? If the answer is no, or even I'm not sure, well, I think you know what you need to do.